Okay, hello everyone and welcome back finally to Dark Souls 3. In this episode we are going to be starting a Sorcerer playthrough. Now, I specifically said Sorcerer playthrough because this is not gonna be the ultimate Sorcerer guide. It is gonna be its replacement, but it is not the ultimate Sorcerer guide. And let me tell you why. Obviously, I haven't done the ultimate guides as quickly as I have for Dark Souls 1. Well, actually, not Dark Souls 1, I waited like a year. But with Dark Souls 2, I really pumped them out quickly. And I was kind of, even thinking about why I was so reluctant to start. Oh, this is a very important item, actually. Why I was reluctant to start an ultimate Sorcerer playthrough, even though I did do the Pyromancer guide. And I realized that the reason is essentially the way this game is constructed, specifically with getting items. Let me tell you my problem. My problem with this game is that there are a shit ton of Covenant exclusive items relating to sorceries somewhat, but miracles especially. And my problem with this game is that outside of PvP, it is literally almost impossible to fucking farm for the Covenant items. Not impossible because you can get them, but I'm pretty sure that all of the Covenant items have like a 0.6% of dropping. And that's one of the reasons that kind of put me off doing the Sorcerer guide for this long. Because just the thought of farming for those items, the countless hours just like wasted, just really didn't appeal to me. And maybe like 2 years ago, 3 years ago when I was just in college and everything, that was maybe okay for me. But now that I'm working a full-time job and everything, it's just, I don't have the energy to sit here for like 3-4 hours a day and just farm for fucking Proof of Concord kept. However, that doesn't mean I don't like this game and I don't want to play as a sorcerer. So instead I thought, you know what, I'll just do kind of a more casual Sorcerer playthrough. I'm still gonna be getting a lot of the stuff. In fact, I'm probably gonna be getting all of the stuff that's like readily available. The shit you don't have to farm for. It's just I'm refraining from calling it the ultimate Sorcerer guide because it's really not gonna be, because technically I'm not gonna be getting everything. Which kind of the same held true for the Pyromancer stuff as well, because I did not end up getting warmth in that game either. Oh, and of course the other problem is that in terms of PvP, I'm not a huge fan of PvP in this game. Honestly, the only Souls game where I was into PvP was Dark Souls 2. And even this game, sometimes I'll pop into the arena. I think one of the big mistakes this game made, and I don't know why they have not changed this. Holy shit, that roll. Catching me with that roll. Oh, fuck, there's another one here. I honestly don't even know how I'm not dead. I've forgotten that there's this many of them here. But I think FromSoft really did make a mistake by not allowing you to get Covenant items while playing in the arena. If that's still the case, I'm pretty sure it still is. I'm gonna rest and just run to Gundyr. I think that's really stupid. I would honestly be willing to do this if you could get the Covenant stuff from the arena, because then I just PvP. I think I can win enough times, and yeah, it would be so much easier, but that is not the case unless things have changed and I'm mistaken. If I am, do let me know. But until then, this is just gonna be a sorcery playthrough. And again, I'm gonna be getting 99% of the stuff. I'm gonna be probably missing out on the storyteller staff. Why am I not attacking him? I forgot this is one of those bosses that doesn't regenerate his HP. The storyteller staff is probably going to be one that I'm going to be missing out on. The Mangrove staff, which you need level 2 in Rosaria's Covenant. I might farm for Great Deep Soul. That one I might be willing to farm for. But the Archdeacon staff, no fucking way. And that takes a lot of time to cast. And once this guy goes to phase 2, yeah, he's pretty much dead. I don't want to be dead though. Yeah, I just cast it. God, it's like... I can make a coffee while that thing is casting. So yeah, coiled sword. Cool, let's move on. In terms of the Sorcerer, as you can see, we start out with Soul Arrow, Heavy Soul Arrow. The Mailbreaker, which luckily is not as bad as it was in the first game. Not the classic dagger, because normally Sorcerers start out with the dagger. Historically in the Souls games, but whatever. I don't mind. This is an okay weapon. The weapon I'm probably going to be using for this playthrough is going to be the S-Stock, I think. It's just a nice, you know, reliable weapon. I'm going to be relying mostly on magic anyways. It's just you need something for the more stubborn bosses. Especially the DLC ones, because FromSoft has a habit of just making all the DLC bosses incredibly resistant to magic. Wait, isn't this thing supposed to pierce through shields? Oh, because it's its weapon art. Yeah, I forgot. Forgot that weapon arts are in this game actually. But yeah, Firelink, no problem. Man, it feels weird. I haven't played Souls in so long. I did not actually know you need to talk to her before she lets you do that. I thought you could do that automatically.
I tend to the flame.
But yeah, it's been a long time, but this should be fun. I've been itching to get back into Souls. And this doesn't mean anything for like Injustice and Tekken 7 once it starts working and all that. We're still gonna be playing. I'm actually planning on also going back to Street Fighter 5 because you know the big update just happened. How much do we... I technically don't need this just yet. However, yeah, we're gonna do it. Just be ready for the attunement slots. Because actually, if we go to the, what's her name? The Shrine Handmaid, she does sell a new spell, which is the Farron Great Arrow or Farron Dart or something like that. I don't even know what it's called. The problem with that though is that she's actually selling it more expensive than the sorcery merchant who we'll meet pretty soon. And honestly, just like in any Souls game, the Sorcerer is incredibly OP early on. You just pretty much constantly snipe any enemy with Soul Arrow and even the bosses. So we'll survive. Plus Farron Dart is a shit spell anyways, as far as I know. Again, unless things have changed in one of the patches. Yeah, you can't jump that. And if they have, I will be using it. But now we want to get an Estus Flask Shard. As well as might as well get the coveted Silver Serpent Ring. God, it's been a while since I've done this. As you will probably be able to tell by how I'm not able to do it. I think this is one of those things that's not gonna get... Unless it's been... No, it hasn't been patched out. I had my doubts for a second, but... Alright, well... Fuck, we're gonna be here for like 5 minutes. I almost had that. Please don't tell me it's been patched out. I don't think it has been. It doesn't feel like it has been. Well, you never know with FromSoft. Alright, we're gonna try for like a little bit more. I swear, that looks really close. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's one of those things that's gonna get patched out. FromSoft does, I think, like to leave some things in for like speed running and stuff like that. And that's one of those things. Of course, speedrunners can do it instantly. But this is what we're here for. The Flash Shard. And also this. I mean, you have 4 ring slots. It's early on. You might as well pick this up. There are a lot of good sorcery rings in this game. So, yeah. Oh, we also have Young Dragon Ring, of course. There's a weaker version of these rings. And I did start with the extra souls as the gift. I think for now we'll talk to, what's his name? And head out. No, Andre, I gotta turn in this shard. For a long time, we're not gonna need probably more than 1 Ashen Estus. Maybe I'll bump it up to 2 later on. But for now, we're good like this.
Gives me conniptions. And it have us.
Yeah, we've heard this 1,000 times. At least I have. Not 1,000, but you know. Figuratively speaking, and we need to talk to you as well. Alright. Yeah, 1,000. I think with the other one it costs 800. I mean... Oh, you know, there is something I want. Always want to pick this up. And we'll turn in the Estus and leave it. I think it automatically leaves it as... Yeah, okay. Upgrading. First of all, I don't have the souls. Plus I don't have... Oh, I do have a single Titanite shard, but you need 2. Yeah, in this game you need 2. Alright, cool. Let's get going. 12 minutes in. I'm actually not doing too good on time. Usually I'm a little bit more ahead at this point, I think. I don't know. I feel like we're gonna sail through the high wall. Just pew-pewing everything in our way. I mean, that's what you gotta do. The Farron Dart is actually the real pew-pew spell, because you can just like spam it. But it just doesn't do shit. That's the problem. Gotta have that cinematic opening. This still looks good. I like the design for this place, by the way. A lot of this game's environments are really solid. Much better than Dark Souls 2's, I think. It still doesn't beat Bloodborne, I will say that. Probably nothing is gonna beat Bloodborne. And by the way, because it's been a while, things are at least gonna be semi-interesting because I've probably forgotten a lot of things. It's actually fairly good because sorcery is basically easy mode anyways. So yeah, first playthrough back. Gonna take it easy. By the time we're gonna get to the hard stuff, I will be readjusted, I think. Nice. That doesn't happen often. I just got really lucky. She actually has fairly good luck stats, I think. Don't exactly know what, like, how you measure luck exactly, what counts as good luck. But I don't know, 12 seems like a decent thing. It's just like, of course, in the other games, you can free aim your spells. It's just not recommended. Oh, I thought he dropped something. Must have been the prompt for the Phantom. How did you die? Oh, you fell off. Yeah. That's not something that actually happened to me. I was gonna say happened to me as well, but it actually hasn't. Hey. Yeah, you can beat people with your staff. Oh shit. I thought that was a kill. actually gotta... I think Grey Rat is the one that sells the S-Stock, if I'm not mistaken. The question is, does he sell it immediately, or do you have to send him on a quest? Oh shit, that was... yeah. Unnecessary damage. Oh well. We're not in like Dark Souls 2 levels of fall damage here, luckily. Let's get a cheeky backstab if we can. If I remember correctly, this thing does have good critical. It's pretty much the only thing the Mailbreaker had going for it in the old games. Should I take the other path? Why not? You can just watch your enemies roast. Plus you get a deep axe out of it, which I don't think I can even wield. Oops. Okay, let's not experiment here with parrying. Okay, let's experiment. No, you know what? We're not gonna... I thought about it for a second. But no. It would be a bit shitty to die right here. I mean... yeah, first Mimic, of course. With a lot of HP too. It's actually more dangerous to fight this thing far away. Why am I even fighting this fucking Mimic? I don't even know. Because I just said I'm not going to be able to wield the deep axe, but... I kind of still want to kill it. I mean, it's not doing much. Alright, it's dead. How many souls does it actually give? Like 1,000? Yeah, 1,650. It's not terrible. That's why you should fight Mimics, kids. Oh, well. That was the most unnecessary jump. I did not actually remember there's a ladder as well. Alright, Lothric Knight. You're gonna be fun. These guys are pretty stupid, so... especially these early ones. You can't use their shield for shit. Except the spear one. Good old pivot backstabs. Been here since Dark Souls 1 and they still work just as well. Ah, I wanted the backstab so badly there. Would have been cool. Anyways, let's head up to the bonfire. I'm gonna go raw with this Mailbreaker until I can get the S-Stock. Should I? That's a question though, because Grey Rat is not too... should I even spend... I'll have to check if he sells the S-Stock right away. I'll check on the wiki. Shit. Because if it does, there is really no reason to upgrade the S-Stock. I mean, the Mailbreaker, because we have sorcery and, you know, that's enough for almost anything. So yeah, I think I'll check that, and if he doesn't sell the S-Stock, we'll return to this question. I'm probably gonna take the S-Stock on the magic path. Seems the most sensible, honestly. Get that sweet magic scaling, or I could go raw. Because of course the problem is you can't buff magic weapons. Maybe raw is the way to go. Because Ra is actually really strong in this game. Yeah, I kind of don't want to miss out on Crystal Magic Weapon and the like. Those are some of the best spells in the game. Where is he? Oh, well, we have you as well to deal with. Kill you. By the way, if you don't know, anyone who doesn't know, the weapon art for these sorcery staves is a buff. It's almost like getting a temporary like magic weapon buff, but on your sorcery staff. It's pretty decent. Gives you a nice little boost. This guy might be more of a problem, because this guy does like to block. See? And somehow just knows how to time that shit. This, he doesn't know how to time though. Cool. Got him on wake up just to use some fighting game terminology. I am enjoying backstabbing things with the Mailbreaker though. This is one of those like classic weapons. It's like, why use it when there's a lot of better options right there? I mean, even just going for the standard rapier, which doesn't have too many more stat requirements, is just so much better. Oh shit, yeah, this is an ambush. Okay, that was a lot of tracking. And that, of course, when I want a drop attack, never happens, and there it happens. Throwing knives. I'll also need to look up the stats for the F-Stock. I'm pretty sure it's 14-12. Like 14 dex and 12 strength. I think. Maybe 14-10 or... I don't know. Not that it matters, because that's what we're getting. No question. Did not know about this for a long time. Yeah, this is not a mimic. I don't know why. That would be a dick move to put a mimic right there. A Store straight sword. Good beginner weapon. And of course, biggest advantage of this place, when they go under the fucking... Just want to snipe the dogs, at least. Oh, come on. Is he seriously coming after me? Man, that does deal a lot of damage to these guys. Oh, we're out. And that's why you have drop attacks. And backstabs. Man, that was like a good backstab sequence. There's another fucking dog. Most dangerous enemy here. Man, this weapon is stubby. Of course, that is the biggest shit thing about the Mailbreaker. Is the complete lack of range. That guy is woken up. I was like, who the hell is throwing fire bombs? Of course, you can't compete with magic. Has the one that ran to try and get me, have I killed that one? Like 99% sure I have. I just don't want to be caught off guard. Yeah, I think I got him. Oh, hey there. Yeah. It's like the most obvious ambush and I got caught by it. In terms of, by the way, like I said, the game plan, pure sorcery for this character. As I said, the S-Stock stats are about as far as I'm going with everything else. Then from then on out is just attunement and int. There are some really good spells in this game. It's still kind of all the Souls games kind of fall into this category where there's a lot of cool and interesting spells, but in the end you still just want to use Crystal Magic Weapon and just wreck everything. You know, that's kind of the great paradox, I would guess. FromSoft is always making cool spells and all that, but nothing is gonna be better than damage in the end. Oh, did you just float up the gap? That's some bullshit. Alright, let's get out of here. There's no reason to risk anything as I get splatted. Oh yeah, of course you can do that. It's so weird that these early ones can do that as well. So gonna run out, yeah. Last spell on you. Is this a... Huh. Don't remember this as being a disappearing enemy. Oh well. I think we're pretty much in the clear. Gonna be heading back. Like I said, I knew I would make up time here on the high wall because destroying these early enemies is just so easy. Although, I can still get killed here if I'm not careful. Although, the likelihood of that is not high. Of course, if I miss shit like that, it is gonna be. Nice. Got a pair of pants. Exactly what I wanted for the wrap up of this episode. Because I think even though I'm only 28 minutes in, I am going to wrap up once I get back to the bonfire. Maybe I'll warp back to Firelink, but the thing is, I want to, before I spend my stats on anything, just want to clear up these few things that I mentioned. Like the stat requirement for the S-Stock and... Fuck. What I'm talking about. Don't take anything for granted in this game. Well, actually it doesn't matter because we're just gonna be... I can just warp back. I just don't want to lose my souls. Although, I'm gonna pew anything that stands in my way basically. Yeah, let's fix this. Wow, the HP. As the one thing, like being in the non-human form is pretty significant in this game. Alright, it looks like we are gonna go for the full 30 minutes. I was afraid we weren't gonna, but now that I've ended up... And I fucking knew... I called it, didn't I? I said I was gonna die at the last second. And it happened. Alright game, if you're gonna load today, I would appreciate that. Thank you. Cool. Gotta take out the dogs. Ah, and there's the halberd motherfucker as well. Nice dodge. I fucking hate the dogs in this game. These are some clever ass hollows. They all know how to take cover and all that. It's not a good idea. Man, the lack of HP. Ah, fuck it. You know what? I'll get this off screen. Then we'll start off in Firelink in the next episode. Because it's gonna... Unless it puts me back right here. I think it's gonna put me back at the other bonfire, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it puts me back here. Okay, we'll get it then. Can't believe this is where the episode is falling apart. And by the way, just like I did in the ultimate sorcery guides and all that, I'm still gonna put, like, when I pick up a significant item, I'm still gonna put the timestamp in the description in case you do wanna, like, I don't know, play as a sorcerer as well. And well, that's actually very convenient. And you know, just kind of maybe get items you don't know where they were. It's just, you know, it's all the Covenant items that I'm gonna be skipping. And of course, there's some that I have to skip, like I have to choose between the Moonlight Greatsword and White Dragon Breath. But that's much, much later. For now, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this episode. Hope you enjoyed, guys. It's definitely fun getting back into Dark Souls 3. So yeah, I'll do the leveling up in the next episode. For now, thanks for watching, and goodbye.